Evening, everyone. Wow, that was a weird intro. So I'm gonna do a video, my first video, on how I personally play For Honor 8 characters. Now, of course, some of them are just kind of like mediocre. Some I'm really good. Sometimes I'm mixed. Whatever. And sometimes, in heroes, I don't particularly use like their whole kit. Like sometimes I don't use zone on Warlord, or like at all really. I usually forget about like using the zone, which I should actually probably do that a little more often. So with this series I'm doing, I feel like it can kind of help me grow as a player, as well as maybe help some new players with how to play characters the way I do, or give me feedback, or whatever, help me out. But I feel like this might be a pretty interesting story, or not story, but like series, where it's kind of unique, where it's not necessarily a guide, but more of like how I play. But anyways, with Warlord, I primarily just stick to like I try to do my best I can with GB top heavies. Sometimes I just be a complete retard and throw out random lights, like just like one light, not a combo, just a flat out one light and that's it. Cause I think it's funny. Like the most dumb shit fucking works. It's what I love about it. So I do a lot of light into heavy feint combos. Or I could actually turn that into a light into heavy, or heavy feint, then to a GB heavy. Because it gets somewhere. Oh yeah, by the way, I themed my Warlord around like Terra elements, so it's like earthy and all that. I felt that was pretty good. It makes him seem a little grounded. Because with his full guard, it makes him like full, like he can't move. So it's like I feel like it's kind of appropriate for him to be like setting up, really. But anyways, I rarely use zones. I feel like they're kind of ineffective most of the time. I do kind of do headbutt lights for the sake of easy damage. I do a lot of what was it, like bulwark charge or whatever, like the sprint into push with Warlord. Now keep in mind, this recording between my voice and the actual video you're seeing are two different recordings. I'll probably just have this video record in the background as I play. So it's like I can kind of focus on one thing, because it's like in the story with the tournament thing, I get focused on gameplay more than actually talking, and I feel like that's kind of like it takes away from the experience of the video itself. So yeah, just to let you know, two different videos. But anyways, I do a lot of the same light, heavy feint, GB, top heavy. I try my best to parry as much as possible, as react as fast as I can with light reactions. I did it only twice with Yorm. Nobushi's pretty easy, or decently easy rather. So I just try to I play semi-aggressively. Whenever someone's downed, out of stamina, on the ground, I try to do a light into a side heavy, because that side heavy does a lot more damage than a top heavy. With side heavies doing 27. All right, just flat out naked heavies or side heavies. But if it's when it's a light into a side heavy, it does 29 damage. And let me see. The top heavy does do the same amount of damage. I'm a little stupid. But anyways, yeah. Usually doing a GB top heavy does a lot more damage, and it's overall fast. Not stronger necessarily. It's just faster. It comes off faster, and you get away with it. If you try to do a side heavy, they're gonna block it or react to it, and it's not gonna be a very good punish. Now, granted, you have some, you run into some problems like throwing out a light when you parry a light, you know, stuff like that. You know, we're all humans. But however, I would argue, when I'm doing like the charge, like the sprint into a heavy, I try to resort to a headbutt immediately. If I miss my target, usually I would expect the enemy would try to like engage me as soon as they possibly could to do a GB or some sort of punish. So as soon as I throw that heavy, I would go straight into a headbutt. So it's like lock onto the target once I miss my heavy, my running heavy. Sometimes I just do it out of the middle of duels. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You're taking a major risk when you do that. But like, if you manage to get the whole thing, like the whole combo wombo, you get 24. Hold on, let me perform it. God damn it! Hold on. So you get 24 with the heavy, and you get 15 damage with the headbutt to light. If you manage to manage that, that's actually a really good kind of deal. Now, when you wall splat someone, you get a free side heavy with that. So I don't usually do it often. Usually I'm a little retarded, and I just do it like a jumping heavy instead. Because I'm fucking stupid. You captured Zone C. Or if it's like when I'm just pushing them, not necessarily all the way, but like I give them the momentum to splat against the wall. What else do I do? I try to. I've been being taught to be more. I headbutt more when I was doing the tournament deal. Also, whenever an enemy gets like crazy into punishing me, doing combos on me, I try my best to go full guard. So I could either hold on, let me try to make this bot do something so I can kind of so I'm not too sure if like a headbutt works. Okay, so you get in, once the enemy actually hits you, you could do a headbutt. Once it like bounces off the shield, they could do a headbutt, which is stamina damage. Although it ended pretty quickly. Like once I finish my throwing out my light, it's just he's regained. But I mean, either way, it does stamina damage. Also giving you a 15 damage light. So, I mean, if you just do a full guard into light or a full guard headbutt to light, it does the same damage. So, I mean, pick your poison, really. I don't often do a full guard heavy. I sometimes can, for the sake of, like, having a little more variety and going full-on ape shit with someone. You know, because I'm in the momentum of like fuck with the actual other player. Now with I try to react to the swarm. I try my best to do like light deflex. I'm not too sure the exact term. I just call them light deflex because I think that's pretty much the same thing. If it's possible, if it's possible, and if I predict it, I will try to throw a light deflect, or just to like, as like the giant middle finger to the other guy fucking with me. So, Other than that, I don't really throw out zones. I try to predict it, if they like roll away or not. You know, you can't be too safe. The deal is they get parried quite a bit. I just throw it out just to like confuse the enemy a little bit. So it's like I'm adding more to the battle, like the fight. So it's like I'm a little more hard to predict a little bit. So I try to mix things up with a zone. Usually when I'm trying to do like a parry punish, I just try to do a parry GB, which does a stun effect on the enemy, which makes it harder to see the crosshairs on on opponents for the enemy. So I'll just resort to that into a light, right? So I parry the GB thing, then the light. You know, I get the damage in, stamina, and I stun them enough so I could kind of get more hits in. So it's like I could after they get like stunned a little bit, I could resort just to flat out like headbutt lighting. Sometimes I'll just throw out like light combos for no particular reason other than I want to. Kind of like what I want to do with like a random one light thing. I'm not gonna mention like the one light deal for the other characters in other upcoming videos, because at the end of the day, it'll be the same thing. Like I do it for all other characters, because sometimes it's satisfying getting a random light on someone, you know. So yeah. Don't consider it too odd that I don't just point that out. Other than that, I'm not too sure what else I could talk about with Warlord. I mean, I could actually, in theory, go into full guard. I could sometimes go in full guard and just like flat out kind of go full guard, then go to zone. However, sometimes there's a trade. And it's like you can be very careful and make sure like it bounces off, so it's a little easier to get that punish in. I'm not too sure how this format is, so it's like if you guys like it, please, I don't know, give me feedback. It's like, oh, alright, I want to hear how you play fucking PK or something. The feedback always helps. I don't want to waste any of y'all's time. I certainly don't want to waste my time, but this could be fun for me at the long run. But I want to hear what you guys think. I may or may not do it regardless. Oh, we'll see. But as regards to like running away then doing like a charge, I'm not too like familiar with it. Like I don't like use it often. Sometimes it's just like I run around, then I GB them and move them like somewhere else. So other than that, I don't really think I have anything else to leave into this video. I mean, if you guys think I missed anything, please let me know. I will consider if I should touch it or not. Now, in terms of... Actually, no, I got one other thing. Executions. I don't really have anything to say on executions, really. I'm not really... I don't particularly have any taste. Or not, like, I'm not into, like, getting super fast ones. Like, only if they're, like, fast enough that I like them. I don't really care about speed. I care about, like, how I feel like it, or what I, like, think about them. I prefer, like, across the board, I prefer executions that do, or that have, voice lines. Like, those are aiming directly at my heart, and I really love them. The reason why is because it adds immersion, I feel. And I kind of fall in love with that kind of, that effect, you know, that kind of aura. And it kind of makes me sad a little bit that in terms of, like, Battle Pass or, like, any event execution, like, the only one that has a voice line is for the Chinese, and it's during the Wyverndale one, and it's for Nuxia. You know, when like she pulls out a sword out of thin air, you know, that one. That's the only one that has a voice line, other than the samurai with the ghost execution for Halloween. Other than that, I do kind of miss the individual executions a little bit. For the sake of our current world situation, I'm gonna accept it. Especially, it goes for the same for like the new heroes, because you know, new world situation, you know, you can't really necessarily, you know, COVID situations. So I kind of understand. I'm gonna let that like the low effort kind of stuff. Not saying it's low effort, just those kind of deal, kind of slip under my radar for a little bit, because, you know, what are you gonna fucking do? It's like, oh well, it looks like they don't like it, we shall do something. Like, no, obviously, you know, have some safety regulations and do like simple executions. We kind of needed them anyways. I felt like it was a little too empty in that term of the regard. But other than that, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I've been rambling at the end. Other than that, guys, I do hope you enjoyed the video, or at least kind of use my voice as ASMR, or just to cringe at how weird my voice sounds. Other than that, guys, I'm excited to play Prehistoric Kingdom at the end of the year, or Q4, so can't wait. Yeah, see you guys in the next video, if there is one. Okay, keep in mind, I just plugged in my mic. This is out of the pre-recorded little voice. Not gonna lie, when I lost fucking connection, I got really fucking heated. I got really heated. But I'm gonna try to keep it with the Warlord deal. I'll try to play one more round with Warlord, so you get the general gist. Other than that, I'm not gonna speak for the rest of the video, so just to let you guys know. So yeah, I will play random Warlord executions until I get in a game.
You captured Zone C. Lost Zone C. Du es död! You captured Zone C. You lost Zone C. You captured Zone A. Du es död! You captured Zone C. You lost Zone C. You lost Zone A. You captured Zone C. You captured Zone A. You lost Zone C. Zone C. Now me. Enemy team is breaking. The enemy rallied. Enemy team is breaking. The enemy rallied.
Don Caddy.
Enemy team is breaking. Your team is breaking. Your team rallied. Ad morte inimico! Enemy team is breaking. Your team is breaking. You captured Zone A. You lost Zone A.